So yeah, the game takes place in L.A. 1940s, Hollywood. It's really cool because not all the buildings are still going to be there, but instead of kind of like shrinking the whole of Hollywood, they have like a smaller region, but it's street for street. It's like perfect. So the streets are still there. You can go and see them. So that's cool. Um, Aside from that, oh yeah, a Rockstar Games game would not be complete without stealing vehicles. I know I went into this before, but the the way you can kind of like get any vehicle you want, you just stop them. You do it in the same manner as GTA, Grand Theft Auto 4. But instead of pointing a gun at them to get them to come out, all you got to do is wave your badge and they'll get the hell out of there. So that's actually fun. Sometimes, I can just go for like 15 minutes straight, just walk around getting people to jump out of their cars and fright. So that's pretty fun. What else? You got in the beginning. You start out as a policeman. I forgot to mention that. And you sort of work your way up after solving some cases during one of your patrols, and you get promoted to like different detectives and ranks and stuff. Throughout the game, you also gain ranks and whatever. When you rank up, you can get new outfits and stuff. So that's fun. The downloadable content range already looks like, I mean, considering they already came out with two packs already for certain people that got it. The downloadable content range looks really large. Like they're going to make a lot more of them, it seems. But I mean, right now it just came out. So, what else? They have this thing called intuition, where basically every time you rank up, you have a chance to get this intuition, basically. And what it can do is, if you look on like game shows or whatever, where you have to, know things. Sometimes you'll have like a skip this question, or like a wild card or something that you can use once during the game. So basically, intuition you can have up to 5 at a time, and like I said, you have a chance to get one every time you rank up, and you can use them to sort of bypass all kinds of stuff. Like, for example, if you're stuck in an interrogation and you can't really tell what the person's going to think. For example, there are two things you can do with intuition. You can remove one of the answers, so you can remove one of the responses that you can give out of the equation, if that's troubling you. What else? You can also see what the majority of the community said, which is pretty cool. So you can like judge it for how other people responded. And it's extra funny when you get it right and the majority screwed it up. So that's interesting. You can, if you're out of ideas and you can't think of what to do, you can use intuition to point out on the map every single clue in the area, so that you can skip that part sort of. I also noticed that, for example, sometimes you have to tail people in your car. And I found that if you fail 3 times, if they see you tailing them 3 times, it lets you skip this action sequence. And I'm assuming that you can do this with other action sequences too, like a chase or something that you fail at. And I'm not sure that's the best idea to be able to skip that, because it will just say, would you want to skip this action sequence because you're having trouble with it. And personally, like with my experience with Rockstar games, if you screw it up, you'll find a way to get it done. I'm not sure if I like that. I don't know. It just seems like the rest of the game is a bit more mature on certain levels, but then they kind of made it a bit too easy there. Um, yeah, so the whole style of the game changes because you are the policeman here. You're chasing after the guys that you would normally be in the Grand Theft Auto series, or even Bully, for example. So I kind of like that twist, but there are lots of things that go hand in hand with that. Like you get a report, like a police report. Based on that, you can get your promotions faster or whatever, ranks. So yeah, I mean it all depends on how you do. You can go around knocking civilians over and driving into things and crashing and everything, but you will essentially fail as a policeman, and that shows on your record. Whereas in other Rockstar games, you do it and that's the end of it. Uh, so yeah, LA Noire, I would say it's 8.5 out of 10. Um, Compared to the other Rockstar games, obviously the graphics are the best out of any of them. I understand that the focus of this game isn't running and gunning and just free sandbox fun. It's like you're being a detective, so I'm not going to sort of deduct points for not being allowed to do whatever you want. But what I am going to is that even though the multiplayer in GTA 4 wasn't that developed, they should have put in a multiplayer here so you would be able to find clues with your friends, and that would have been really awesome. So multiplayer kind of took off a point there, and then I also sort of take off a point for the driving controls. I understand that the driving was kind of different back then, but I kind of feel like it's a bit too slippery sometimes. So it's a small detail, but in the grand scheme of things, it's a very, very good game. I highly recommend you get it. If you liked Grand Theft Auto and all those other ones, even if you're in the mood for all that action and whatnot, I still recommend this game because it's an amazing twist to be on the other side for once. Thanks for watching. Peace.